What's going on?
Take a couple questions from the room, and if you have any questions online, please use the raise hand feature.
So Luke, it's been a long time for Bellator Europe, but an even longer time for you. It's fight week now. Just tell us how you're feeling.
Feel good, man. I'm here. Bellator MMA. Yeah, it's a blessing, man. I'm very grateful for the opportunity. It's been a long time coming. It's been almost a year since my last fight now, so ready to get in on Saturday and smash, get to work, and yeah, on to the next. I'm really looking forward to it.
And just tell us over lockdown, how have you been keeping fresh? It was a long old time, and just mentally, physically, what were the things you were doing just to keep on top of your game?
Do you know what? I've had a few questions like that. My camp for this fight has probably been my best to date. The fact that I've had no major injuries has been amazing, not like my last camp. But I've been training at home, I've been making it work, and then my coach and my main training partner, we've been keeping active, we've been keeping our work going, whether we're in a park or flipping Tesco's car park, it's all good. We've been getting it in, and then my gym, Titan Fighter, opened back about 6 weeks ago now. So yeah, we've been putting in the work. Camp's been excellent. I've got no complaints, and yeah, physically I'm in shape. Mentally, this is the best I've ever felt. So 100% I'm ready to get it.
You sound absolutely thrilled to be here. Just tell us in your own words just how excited you are to be making your Bellator debut on Saturday night.
Dude, for me, this is life-changing. I got the opportunity after I fought in the tournament back for EFN in October, and it was marketed as a life-changing contract and the big step up in my career. And I've really noticed that now. I was at the airport with my dad yesterday, and I got picked up with someone with a name on my card. Like normally, I'm used to someone dropping me off at a leisure centre or a strip club with sticky floors, and now I'm fighting in the flipping arena in Milan. So no, this is it's amazing. The experience so far has been great, and I haven't even got to go fight and do what I love to do yet. So it's been amazing, man. I have no complaints. I even get free food, which is I had fish and couscous today. What? Yeah, it's been good, man. It's a real fun experience, and like I said, the best part hasn't even come yet. So I'm really grateful.
And you're very used to fighting on home soil, but this is the first time, I believe, that you fought away from home. It won't be quite the same as having a packed arena, but how does it feel to be, travelling away and fighting in another country?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a catch-22. The last fight I was supposed to have was going to be at Wembley Arena. That's 20 to 30,000 people. I would have brought a squad with me, my family and friends. I would have had like my flipping PE teacher from back in the day come and watch me. So everyone and anyone would have come to see me fight then. But that didn't happen. God willing, I knew I was going to get another opportunity. And now I'm fighting in Milan. This is my first international fight. It's crazy to think that, just last year, like I said, I was driving to Manchester, I was driving to Essex for these smaller shows, and now I jumped on a plane and I'm in Italy. I've never even been here before. So, I haven't got to experience it as much as I'd like to, being grounded in my hotel room, but at least I'm here. The waitress seems really nice and she's Italian. So I'm like, oh, Bella, and that's enough. So it's been good, man. And fighting on international soil, it's a good first experience for it. On to the next one.
And you've mentioned the waitress, you've mentioned the fish and couscous. Italy is a country renowned for its cuisine, and I understand that you're into cooking yourself. There's a few Instagram posts and videos of you cooking at home. Just tell us a little bit more about that.
You're talking about the infamous Cooking with the Gent. Episode 10 just dropped last night, actually. Yeah, so that's just listen, it's a bit of a way for me and my supporters to connect. I love to cook. Whether I do it good or not, I don't know. You'll have to tune in to decide for yourself. But yeah, the Cooking with the Gent is only going to expand. Now this culinary experience has travelled into Italy. I've learnt a few things, I now have couscous under my belt. So yeah, no, it's a bit of fun, man. Cooking with the Gent. Tune in next week for the Italian edition. Edition, should I say?
All right, Tudor Leonte.
Hello, Luke. By the way, your Italian sounds really great. I want to...
Ciao.
So I wanted to ask you, given that you had to really sweat your Bellator call in an 8-man one-night tournament, can you please elaborate your experience from that night?
Yes, sir, of course. So I had 3 fights in one night. It was a strange camp for me because I've never prepped for any more than one fight, and I've known that opponent. Normally I get like a 6-week notice, so I get to study that one opponent and know the weaknesses and strengths and how I'm going to game plan. This approach was completely different. This approach was, okay, there's 8 men in this tournament. I have no idea who I'm going to fight. So let's just game plan to smash everyone with the tools that I do best. So it was a game plan solely on what I could do and not worrying about what everyone else could do. So it was a weird experience to prepare. And then when I got there, it was great. My mantra was great men do great things. I'd seen Israel Adesanya do the same thing years ago. And I just thought, all right, if he did that, that was like his rite of passage to do the things that he's done now. So the prep was strange, but when I got there, it was amazing. If Bellator ever want to run another tournament like that, I would hope they put me in it. I mean, I'm already here now, so I don't know what I get for it. If they're going to offer me a little more cash, then we'll see what we're doing. But yeah, I loved it. It was awesome. It was a great experience. Getting to the final was incredible. The crowd went nuts. Obviously, they built up with you as the show was going on. They'd get to know each fighter a little bit more. The pressure was on. I had ex-teammates on the show. I had an opponent that I once lost to as an amateur on the show. I had a couple of guys who'd called me out before, and the fight didn't happen. But yeah, and the final couldn't have gone any better. It was great. It was an amazing experience, and I feel like I earned my shot to be here from doing that. I mean, if you look at my record, it says only 1 fight counts, but I hope those guys from Sapphology get the experience to have 3 fights in one night too, because all of them counted in my mind. So yeah, it was a great experience, and luckily I'm here now because of it.
You had a way busier fighting schedule than your opponent in the last couple of years. Do you think that this will give you an edge over your next opponent?
I'll be honest, I have no idea. My opponent hasn't fought for 2 years. I haven't fought for 1 year. So in my mind, how I've prepared for this fight is Alex O'Toole has been to Dagestan and Thailand, and he's been sharpening his tools to the utmost ability, and he's worked with some of the best athletes in the world. I have no idea if that's what he's done or not. In my head, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm coming in thinking he's just taken these 2 years to prepare and do exactly what he needs to do to make sure he can beat me. With that, I'm coming in with a mindset of, cool, I've done the exact same thing. This year I've worked non-stop on all of my weaknesses, and I've only increased my strengths. So I'm not looking at it as an advantage for me. I'm looking at it and think, cool, he's been sharpening that tool. I've been sharpening my tool. Let's see who's his sharper. And Saturday night, we're going to see.
You seem pretty excited about your upcoming fight. How do you expect the boat to end?
In terms of like a Mystic Mac prediction, I have no idea. I believe I'm going to smash this man, and I believe I'm going to finish him. Whether that's in round 1, 2, or 3, by knockout, TKO, or submission, I don't know. I think I'm definitely going to get him out of there. The game plan is just to smash wherever it goes and be comfortable in whatever position, whether that's on the feet or on the ground. But only time will tell, and I'm ready wherever it goes.
Thank you very much, sir. Good luck for your fight.
Ciao, ciao, my friend.
Gary?
Okay, I'm unmuted. Hello, Luke. How are you?
Oh, hello, sir. I recognize your voice. ET Sports, shout out. Hello.
I'm good. Listen, it's really fantastic sitting here listening to you. You can't see us, can you?
No, sir, I cannot.
I've got to commend the pure enthusiasm. It's like seeing a giant or a young giant with the enthusiasm to take on the world. And it's very, very exciting to see from our perspective, and certainly from mine. how into the whole experience you are of this, Luke. And I just want to ask, before you did the tournament last year and you got your place, if you like, everything's a reality TV show these days, basically, isn't it? Mm-hmm. You got your place in Bellator. What were you doing beforehand? You're a huge guy. You're very athletic. Was it always fighting?
I mean, it's not even always fighting now, sir, if I'm honest. My goal is to be the greatest of all time. That's been my goal since I started MMA at 18, and I hope that's going to be my goal until I retire. What I do outside of the cage is what I see as my purpose. I work with children in care. I work with vulnerable children in schools. Myself and my family have fostered children since I was 12. I'm a nanny as well. For those of you who don't know, like Nanny McPhee, but just with a much better beard. I mean, in terms of my enthusiasm, I mean, look where I am right now. You know, I'm sitting. I mean, not necessarily right here. The guys in the room are great, and this Zoom call is amazing. But I've got the opportunity to fight for Bellator. I've got the opportunity to be on the world stage. You know, just through hard work and a lot of luck, you know, I'm here, and this is where I believe I should be, and I'm going to show the world on Saturday that I believe that I'm right and I should be here. But at the end of the day, my life is so beautiful. I've got a lot of people around me. I've got a lot of stuff outside of fighting. I've got a lot of children that rely on me and depend on me, and that gives me real purpose and passion in life. So this is all extra. This is like, it's beautiful. I get to do what I love to do on Saturday. And then when I go home, I'm back to being Luke. You know, I'm back to next weekend. I've got a weekend of nannying. I'm back into the schools. You know, I've got a couple of things, charities in my community. So yeah, man, the passion just comes from realizing that this life is beautiful. It's very short. So I'm not going to be moody, man. I'm smiling. You can't see it right now, but I'm smiling cheek to cheek. So yeah, I don't know.
Does the fact that you can also create a huge platform for yourself as a fighter mean that you will take that back to this thing that you obviously so intrinsically love as a human being, that you're wired for connection with other people? Can the two work hand in hand, where your name grows as a fighter, you can use that to enhance what you're doing behind the scenes or in your normal life, if I can put it that way?
Oh, yes, sir. You know, I think the proof's in the pudding with athletes similar to, say, AJ, you know, Anthony Joshua, the things he's done in his community, the things he's done for Watford and Enfield and Edmonton, the community centres that he works with, things like that is exactly what I want to be doing. You know, martial arts in general has taught me so much, and they're transferable skills that I take to the children each and every day. Now, as my name gets bigger and as my fortune grows, people I'm hoping will gravitate towards me because of that, and then I'll be able to use that to do more good. You know, I've got plans to open up orphanages. I've got plans to do more work with schools. And as my name gets bigger, I'm hoping that's only going to become more of an opportunity for me. So yeah, that's the hope, that the bigger my name gets, the more good I can do. And
I think you're preaching from a hymn book that I love, Luke. It sounds fantastic. It really does.
Listen, sir.
Finally, sorry?
I just said I'm glad we got people with the same mentality then.
Totally. All the great trainers have always said to me that they're not just getting victories for their guys. If they're not making them better people while they do it, then they're not succeeding. And I think you're one of those guys. And I'm sure that Mickey Pappas and Brad Pickett, your coaches, do that with you as well, are passing on the goodness that they know from their lives, 20, 30 years in mixed martial arts, in martial arts.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Mickey and Brad are amazing. Brad's created his own team now with GP Top Team, but he'll always be an influence for me. He's always a guy who I can call on whenever I need, and he instilled a lot of good technique, but also morals in my life. And Mickey Pappas, to this day, man, he's a huge influence in my life. He's a wizard of the sport, and he also prides himself on trying to be a good human. So yeah, I try and surround myself by like-minded and good people. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully one day I can be as good as them guys. Hopefully, you know, but it's a work in progress.
Thank you, Luke. Look forward to meeting you later. Great words, mate. Great words.
Pleasure, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Luke. We'll let you go and be joined shortly by Costello Vanstinas.
Have a beautiful day, guys. Thank you.